Okay, welcome fellow hobbyists. So, quick video lang ito. Magre-react lang tayo dun sa setup ng X-Stock track para sa Leg 3 ng PH Cup 2026. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, bukas na yung Leg 3 Day 1. Ito yung schedule. So, Day 1, X-Stock, Stock Advance. Day 2, Open Box Stock. Magpo-focus tayo dun sa X-Stock. So, nakikita nyo rito, nandito na yung groupings. So, nandito na yung mga participants. Ang dami. Yan. Tapos, nandito yung track. So, mag-react tayo dito. So, nakalagay dito, PH Cup 2026, Leg 3, Day 1, X-Stock Class Track Layout. Remembrance of TMAC 2019 Layout. Track length is 254.16 meters. So, as you can see here, lagi namang 5 lanes pagka PH Cup. Ito yung start. Then, ito yung bouncing straight section, set A, AAA. Tapos, merong vertical lane changer dyan. Take note, this is just a 2-dimension representation ng track. So, bukas siguro, before mag-open yung venue, I think sa Circuit Mall, Ayala Circuit Mall, lagi naman mapapakita yung actual na pictures. Pero for the meantime, ito yung 2-dimension representation ng track. So, pagkatapos ng vertical lane changer, merong loose road. Tapos, Eiger slope up. Ito yung pataas, Eiger up. Tapos, may curve siya dito. And then, Eiger slope down. Tapos, may approach siya, 20-degree bank. Paakyat dito, pababa. Ayun. Then, may 30, right after ng 20-degree bank, meron pang isa. And then, pababa, padiretso sa 30-degree bank, 45-degree banks. Loose road uli. Loose road, ibig sabihin yan, may curves siya. So, hindi parang ito kasi dire-diretso lang siya up to the start line uli. So, as you can see here, ito yung critical kasi panay banks dito. So, yung setup dito magiging importante. So, few notes lang dyan sa setup. So, ang notable dyan yung 20-degree, na-mention ko nga, 20-degree, 30-degree, 45-degree banks. So, tight transition siya doon sa mga slopes. So, ang rules dito, didiscuss natin mamaya yung format. Pero, ang importante dito is yung options doon sa elimination round, doon sa mga points round. So, basically, meron yatang 4, if I'm not mistaken, babasahin natin sa format mamaya. If I'm not mistaken, there are 4 or 5 rounds ng eliminations or yung points rounds. So, kung sino yung top 75 dito, yun ang papasok sa quarters, hanggang sa semis, hanggang sa finals. So, ngayon, based on this, kaya nila nirelease ito para before the race tomorrow, tonight pa lang, makapaghanda na yung mga racers kung ano yung proper setup na gusto nila dito. Obviously, ang meta dito, karamihan na naman dyan, I'm sure, CFM ang gagamitin. Pero syempre, since this is PH Cup, lahat ng klase na chassis and lahat ng klase ng setup makikita nung mga participants and yung mga audience as well. Since ang approach dito sa earlier rounds makakuha ng puntos, so it will be prudent na maging conservative. So siguro gagamitin ng karamihan dito light dash, pero syempre may mga matatapang dyan, hyper kagad, saka power or sprint kagad yung iba. Pero syempre ang option dito is to finish every race. Sa earlier rounds, hindi naman kailangan na manalo kagad. Doon na yun sa knockout rounds, doon sa quarter, semi, saka finals. So for gear ratio, best overall balance dito will be 3.5:1 siguro. May enough torque yan para dito sa Eiger up. Tapos it keeps yung rev control dun sa bounce section dito. Tapos magiging stable din siya doon sa entry doon sa 45-degree bank. Pag sa light dash yan, pagka yung siguro yung hyper dash siguro, pwede pa rin naman magstay, kaya pa ng 3.5:1. Yung iba siguro gagamit ng 3.7 para safe. Kahit na sabihin yung technical track to, basically still kailangan pa rin dumulo ka, or yung sinasabi lang dumulo, yung mabilis ka makakatapos. Ayun. So obviously dun sa gulong natin, gulong na gagamitin nila karamihan dyan small diameter na super hard or low freak para may low center of gravity. So yun naman lagi ang ginagamit na standard eh. Tapos yung roller, obviously 13mm na double aluminum roller siya, ang karamihan yan, majority dyan. And then sa likod, sure yan, mga 19mm yan, pero may gagamit pa rin na 13mm dyan. Para siguro yung less friction dun sa likuran. Tapos syempre yung mass dampers, it will also play a factor. And last but not least, yung brake setup. So dun sa, since mabilis ito, karamihan dyan manipis na brakes lang ang gamitin yan, mga blue brakes na 1mm. Tapos sa rear, pwede mag-white, pwede mag-pink, depende, pwede rin mag-blue, pero at least mas makapal, mga 2mm na naka-angle siya. Ayun. So kasi since ang ground clearance naman normally is 1mm, so mas maganda na mas manipis ang brakes, the better, just para umalalay lang dito sa mga bank approaches, sa mga slopes. Tapos syempre yung battery, magmamatter din dyan yung voltage. So depende yan kung saang line ka mag-i-start. No, color coded naman yung line dyan eh. Etong blue, sa gilid ka mag-i-start dyan, pero eventually gigitna ka rin dyan sa laps. So siguro ang target na voltage ng mga participants dito, mga 1.45 on average. Wala magtotodo ng baterya dyan kasi delikado dito sa slope up na Eiger. Magliliparan yan. So pag nila-live stream naman ni Brickyard yung races, so makikita nyo during the earlier rounds magliliparan dito, I'm sure. Dito pa lang marami nang magko-course out dyan, magliliparan dyan. Either masyadong malakas yung motor or overcharge masyadong mataas yung voltage ng battery. Ayun, so we're done with that. So pwede natin panoorin yan since naka-live stream naman yan. Good luck sa mga racers. Ngayon, ano yung format? Ihanapin natin yung format for this one. Ayan. So ito nakalagay. Venue is open at 10 a.m. Practice round 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon. May 1.5 hours after 10 lunch break. Then round 1 ng racing will start at 1 p.m. Tapos elimination round, yun lang estimated nila, pero marami yung maraming participants. So tignan natin kung kakasya ng check, kaya nilagay nila estimated. Tignan nila kung kakasya ng 6 hours lahat. So there will be at least 4 rounds if time permits. Magdadagdag daw sila ng 1 to 2 rounds, round 5 and round 6. So na-mention ko earlier, parang 4 to 5 rounds siya. Ayun. So tignan natin ngayon yung kung mag-open siya. Ito yung pinaka-format ng PH Cup na X-Stock. So, check-in and claiming ID procedure. So, ito nakalagay nga, points-based ranking system. All racers must check in before entering the venue. Upon check-in, please present a valid government-issued ID to collect your racer's ID for X-Stock and Open. So, ito, X-Stock bukas. Your racer's ID will be given to you along with the boarding pass ticket. You will be tagged with the Brickyard exclusive wristband and to proceed to find the table in the event venue. Strictly for racers per table, excess bags must be placed underneath the table. Only have the most required tools and cars on the table to optimize your space. Practice round schedule, as mentioned kanina, 10:30 to 12. Sa registration, nagbayad sila yung mga participants, nagbayad ng 400 pesos. So each race is allowed to have 2 cars. So yung per racer, per participant, nagbayad sila ng 4, good for 2 cars. After the racer decide on their 2 cars, then they will go back to registration desk to claim their car control ID stickers. Meron silang control dito na kinakabit doon sa cars. Claiming the control ID sticker starts at 11 a.m. Secure the control ID stickers by applying it to your 2 cars that will compete in the race. It is required throughout the event and may also be required for all future events. Yan. So, ito yung iba. So, dito dinidescribe kung saan ilalagay yung ID sticker. Ayun. So, ito yung sample ng boarding pass ticket. So, i-quick lang naman to, bibilisan na natin. You will see the following information on the boarding pass ticket. So, ito dinidescribe kung anong leg number nito and saan ka sumasali para lang malinaw. So, in this case, X-Stock. Dito nakalagay yung number 1, yung racer's name. Then, ito nga, number 2, leg series and yung category mo. Active round number, round 2, group A, kung saan ka nakagrupo. And ano yung race number. Tapos kung saang lane ka mag-release. O yung earlier, ni-review natin, color-coded siya kung anong lane ka. Ayan. Tapos, merong, yan, ito yung stop pagka tapos ka na dun sa round mo. All races be assigned in a group in each round. It will be randomly generated and posted before the start of the leg. So, ito nga yung nakita natin kanina, yung post nila, earlier post nila. Yan, yung racers list. We target at least 4 rounds, but the actual number of rounds will depend on racers following the sequence of races in order to move efficiently throughout the rounds. Ayan. Tapos, konting reminder lang. It is the racer's responsibility to be aware of the schedule of their respective races. Ayan. So, mga reminder yan. Tapos, ito yung scoring. So, racers will accumulate points on performance and after every rounds, all points will be added together. So, ito, per round, pag nag-place ka ng first place 5 points, second place 3 points, third place 2 points, fourth and fifth place 1 point. Pag DNF ka o did not finish, 0 points. So, walang re-race. Pagka hindi lahat nakatapos, lahat nag-course out, lahat ng 5 participants, hindi na mag-i-ration, 0 lahat yung participants. So, importante dito, ang setup para dun sa tracks, balik tayo sa tracks, ito, ang setup, importante dyan, yung survival mo for the first to 4 to 5 rounds. Mas kinakulelat ka, wag ka lang ma-0. Importante, wag ka lang ma-0. At least mag-accumulate ka ng points. Kasi let's say 4 rounds yan. Lagi kang third place. Ang third place daw is 2 points. So, pag naka 4 round, 8 points ka pagtapos. So, yung 8 points ba, sapat na ba yun para maging top 75 ka? Hindi natin alam, no? Depende siguro sa takbo ng ibang participants. Ayan. Tapos yan, after all rounds are completed, the top 75 racers by points moves on to the quarterfinals. Yan. Racers with 3 points and under will not qualify for the next round even they are within the cutoff. So, ibig sabihin pala nito, pag nasa top 75 ka, pero 3 points ka lang, hindi ka nakasama doon sa cutoff ng quarterfinals. Ayan. Tapos sa quarterfinals, randomized grouping, no last car standing. So, meaning pagka kailangan tumapos lahat. Wala yung ibig sabihin 3 kayo mag-race tapos yung 2 nag-course out na tapos ikaw natira. Kailangan tumapos ka. Re-race if there's no finisher, and if there's no finisher after re-race, then no winners declared. So wala talagang last car standing dito. Ayan. If after the race the winning racer is qualified, the second place racer will be declared the winner pag nakakompleto ng race. So, kailangan talaga dito, importante talaga makatapos ng race since walang last man standing. So, dapat yung setup talaga built para makatagal dun sa karera. Same rules with the semifinals, randomized grouping din, no last car standing. Pero dito, merong 2 re-race, if there's no finisher. So compared sa quarterfinals, isa lang. Dito, dalawa. After second re-race and there's no finisher, then no winner is declared. So sa batch ng semifinals, pag dalawang re-race na, nag-course out pa rin lahat, wala na. So same din dito, pag na-disqualify yung first, yung second ang papalit. And then dun din sa pagdating ng finals o doon sa championship round, 5 racers yan, no last car standing. In this case, 4 naman ang re-race if there's no finisher. Ibig sabihin talagang required na makatapos. After sudden death re-race and there's no finisher, all finalists are declared third place. Ayan. So, ganon. Yung ano nila. Okay, so that's it. So, basically, ito, makikita nyo naman to dun sa Facebook page nila. Lahat ng details nandito. So, good luck sa lahat ng racers tomorrow. Manonood tayo dun sa live stream. We'll try to watch hanggang dun sa, siguro dun sa final, mga ano na yan, mga 9 o'clock na siguro, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Eksakto pagsara ng mall. Doon na normally ginaganap yung semifinals saka finals. Yan lang. So, yun. Thank you for watching and good luck sa mga racers natin.